Go get an orange juice or an apple juice.
Jack Shore. Numbered card. It was potentially going to be given away, but he did not win. I said if he won, and if someone commented Jack Shore was going to win, I'd give the card away. Well, he didn't win. He didn't last past round 2. And Zalal's the real deal. He's legit. So is the other 2 locks I had. 2 Canadian fighters. Locks of the week. 12 in a row at this point. Now, looking at the views on YouTube, not very good. I have been a little bit late with the videos, but consistency-wise, the picks are good, the locks are hot, and the views are down on YouTube. Subscribers keep coming in, so I thank you for that. Subscribe now if you're just tuning in. I've been working pretty hard, 2 videos a week, each and every week, for the past 2 years. I really haven't missed a video. If it was late or not, we've been getting the videos out there, giving you free content, free picks, and the locks are 12 in a row. But last week, 200 views, full card prediction show, 170 on the props and parlays show. UFC 308, 350 views, 200 views on the props and parlays. 300 views at UFC Vegas 99, 200 views on the props and parlays. I mean, I've been putting in work, and I'm not getting barely over 300. So I'm not doing any tail of the tape for UFC Vegas 100 at the Apex. It's a pretty big event here. 100 cards at the Apex. 100 events, all in Dana White's backyard. This card is another event that I have low confidence in, but I'm not here to be biased. I'm calling a spade like I did last week in Canada. You know, I'm very transparent with the picks. I'm not betting on each and every fight. As I said at the start of the last video, a lot of these fights I'm not looking to bet. And to be honest, I don't have a lock of the week yet. It's Tuesday night, and it might get to the point where I don't have a lock of the week for this card. I mean, I don't see anything. A bunch of underdogs, but a lock of the week on these fights? I'm 12 in a row. I mean, that's risky. Who's your most confident pick on this card? I mean, do you have that much confidence to lay heavy money on them to win if they are your most confident pick? Now, you know what I'm saying. There's not too many options. And we're going to talk about each and every fight. I'm going to talk about it quick here on the show. No tail of the tape, but I will timestamp each and every prediction. So, I'm not going to get too technical. I'm going to give you the pick, the play, and how I see the fight going down. First fight of the night. This is probably going to get changed because I see the favorite winning. And it's time for an underdog to win. Now, the underdogs have been winning in this first fight of the night. They have been looking good. But Tresean Gore, he is 4-2. His record isn't very good. He took a layoff. But he wants to be a champion. He is ripped. He is a specimen. He can get this submission in this fight, I think. Trocoli is still new to the UFC. Not a whole lot of hype behind him. He's big for the division, but I don't think he's that good. He's not a favorite in this fight. He is the underdog, Trocoli, and he is going to get tested. I think Gore gets him into a submission in this fight. If not, his hands are pretty powerful. He is a yoked specimen in this fight. He's built different. Will he be a champion like he's talking? I don't know. We'll have to see. He's been off for a while. He had a lot of canceled fights. But this is the time. If he's 100%, let's see it. It's going to be a finish. If he wins, he's the favorite. So I'm high confidence in this pick, Tresean Gore, against a guy in Trocoli who I don't think has a whole lot of potential, who is not going to be very good once he gets tested. He's going to get hit, and then he probably gets submitted. I see it being a fight for Tresean Gore where he gets it done inside the distance, probably round 2. Round 1 might have a little bit of rust to burn off, a little bit of gas to burn off from last year, 2 years ago. But once he gets comfortable, once he gets his reads, he should be able to get a finish in this fight. Unless he's just talking himself up like a lot of these fighters do. But there is something different about Tresean Gore. Doing my research, I believe in this guy. He is one of my most confident picks. But a lock of the week, he's 4-2. I'm not doing that. And he's the first fight of the night where the underdog has been live. If I'm locking in Tresean Gore, this fight cannot be the first fight of the night. So it's a high confidence pick. Trocoli, I don't think he's that good. I think he is terrible, to be honest with you. He's a vegetable after this one. He's probably going to sleep. Knockout or a submission. Tresean Gore, let's go. Come on now, boy. Let's get these bags. Come on now, Tresean. Let's go, bud. 2 years, you have to show us something. Get the finish and prove that you are ready to go. He was in the Ultimate Fighter as well, so the promotion thinks highly of this guy. Look at him at the weigh-ins and face-offs come Friday. You'll probably agree with me. He's going to be the more muscular fighter. He's going to hit harder. He has way better takedowns in wrestling in this fight, so everywhere's in this fight, Tresean Gore should win, will win, could be a lock of the week. The next fight, it's another high-confidence pick. I see a finish in this fight earlier by a submission because Gaston Bolanos is baloney. He gets submitted all the time. He's 7-4. His record is terrible. And they're just waiting for a guy to come off the contender series that they can give Bolanos to. This guy, Gaston Bolanos, is not good. He's pretty bad. Look at the record. Tells you enough. Cortavious Romious ain't the best prospect from Dana White Contender Series. He had to fight there twice. But, he fought a good Michael Imperato in his last fight, had wicked submissions of his own, so the submission for Cortavious Romious did not occur. It did not unfold, but he still won the fight by a decision. He has a ton of heart. He's training at a good gym. I believe in him in this fight. High confidence. He gets the submission this time around in a matchup that looks kind of favored for him to win. Gaston Baloney here gets submitted a lot. He's getting chopped up in this fight. I don't think Cortavious is that good on the feet, so Gaston might get him. Because Cortavious doesn't look overly good. I'm not too confident in him moving forward, but in this matchup, I think it's favored for him. Submission win, round 1, is how I'm looking to play it, but a lock of the week situation is not what I'm saying. This is a fight we have to see what he can bring to the table. Can he actually submit a guy like Gaston Baloney in round 1 like he should? Because if he can't, moving forward, can't be putting money on this guy. So let's be careful here. Cortavious Romious is the pick. 81% confidence in him. A little bit lower than Tresean Gore. He gets her done. Even if it is a decision, the hell with it. He's probably good for the parlays. Same with Tresean Gore. Everywhere's in the fight they should be better. Although on the other hand, Tresean Gore is better on the feet and can probably beat Trocoli there. Where Cortavious Romious on the feet could get in trouble. Gaston could get him. He could. I doubt it though. Hope not. The next fight is a low confidence pick. Likely going the distance. It's a women's fight. And I don't like either of these girls. Melissa Mullins, Klaudia Sygula. I'm going with the underdog here from Poland. On the feet, on the ground. She should be able to stop the takedowns. She's been knocking out girls that aren't that good. She can get the knockout, but the girls aren't that good. I see this fight going the distance. She might have to get some help from those judges. She's a big underdog as well. $3 in a fight that could be close. It's a low confidence pick, 51%. I don't know. It's her debut. It's a pretty big spot. And there's another Polish fighter on this card that's older that could be retiring. And this girl is younger in this fight and is on the come up, probably taking over the spot of Carolina. Yeah, Klaudia is 8 years younger in this fight. She's going to be faster, smarter, in my opinion. And she is taking over the spot of Carolina, who's fighting later on this card, also from Poland. 25 years old, making her debut on a pretty big apex card compared to the others. I think she gets it done here as a dog, but 51% confidence. You can flip a coin. I just don't believe in Melissa Mullins. I don't believe in her wrestling, and she just got knocked out in her last fight. Pretty bad, so she'll probably be a little bit hesitant on the feet. I don't know how she's going to hold up. She probably gets finished because this girl is young, hungry, and she looks good everywhere. Low confidence. Flip a coin. Next fight, you could probably, likely, flip a coin. I don't have a ton of confidence in either fighter here. Both of them coming off a loss. Blackshear, Cody Stamann. But, Cody says he's ready to kill in this fight. He's not going to use his wrestling. If he does, Blackshear is a better grappler in my opinion. He has better submissions. So on the feet, Cody could win a decision. More volume, better accuracy, and he has an advantage given the fact that he was not knocked out in his last fight. Blackshear was to Montel Jackson. So you got to worry, kind of like Melissa Mullins. Is the chin going to hold up? Can they wear a combination of strikes to the head or a head kick or anything and survive it? How good is the durability at this point coming off a knockout loss? Hard to say. I don't want to trust in him, Blackshear, coming off a knockout loss, but damn, I think he is the better fighter. He's younger. He's training at a good gym, but Cody Stamann, he's at a very good gym too. You can't count him out, but I'm going to have to because he's burned me so many times. So many times. I'm not picking him in this fight. But he has way more experience. Blackshear, his record is not overly impressive, and it's a big card. Stamann's probably going to go extinct in this fight. I don't think he's winning. He didn't look good in his last couple fights, and you can't have trust in him. I have zero at this point, so have to take Blackshear. Hopefully he can get the fight to the ground. Use his grappling, control time on the ground. I don't believe in his striking a whole lot, so pretty worried about the pick. It's a decision fight, though. Both guys should be durable enough to go 15, but Blackshear was just knocked out. If Cody Stamann can knock him out and take advantage of that, I'm not shocked. I'm really not. I have more confidence in this next pick. Charles Chuck Buffalo Radtke versus Matthew Semi the Jedi Semelsberger. I'm taking who I think the better fighter is. And I have not seen Semelsberger fighting forever. And I know he's not training at a good gym. So, Charles Radtke is the pick. He just got knocked out to a guy fighting in the main event, Carlos Prates. Not a bad loss. Look at the numbers before he lost. He wasn't losing. Radtke was doing pretty good against Carlos Prates. He was doing good before the loss. He is a good fighter. I think he is better than Matthew Semelsberger, who does have a great durability, can go 15, but he's not winning fights. And I can't trust him to be the guy this caliber, Chuck Buffalo. Chuck Buffalo's the better fighter. I'm not looking for him to finish the fight. I think Semelsberger is tough, but I think Charles Radtke is a good pick. Potential lock of the week. I do have medium confidence in him to win right here, but the books have it at 63% implied probability. I probably could and I probably should up my confidence in Chuck Buffalo to win here in this spot. I have high confidence in him. I would say he's just a better fighter. Semi the Jedi, he's not training at a good gym. He hasn't fought in a while. He hasn't won fights in a while. He's a guy that the UFC needs to cut. Get out of here. He's not fighting for your money. Chuck Buffalo, he fights for your money, and he has the higher potential, the upside, to get the finish in this fight. So if a finish does occur, it's going to be Chuck Buffalo. Let's go. Let's get these bags. Come on. Come on now. You know what to do. Like the video. Smash the subscribe button. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers so I can give out some free money. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. And I won't give out 1,000 to one person. We'll divvy it up. We'll do a giveaway bot in Discord. Hit the link in bio for free for Discord. I had the NFL bets, and we crushed a 6-leg parlay plus 600. It was a free bet in the NFL lobby. It's free in Discord. You would have got this bet, and this bet, all for free in Discord. That is the only spot I posted those bets for free. They didn't even go to Patreon. All the bets went to Discord for free. Hit the link in bio. What are you doing? 50 for 350. I even hit the locks. Went a little heavier there, so you know what I'm saying? You gotta get in there for free. The NFL forecast lobby is cooking. We're cooking. Let's keep it going here. We got Malik, Abdul, Mansur. I said that backwards. That sounded pretty cool, though. Mansur, Abdul-Malik versus Dusko, Todorovic. And this is another spot. You have to have high confidence in the guy coming off Dana White's Contender Series. Simply because it's in Dana White's backyard. This guy went to round 2 with a decent prospect on the Contender Series. Coming off all round 1 wins. But now this is a spot where Todorovic will trade with him in round 1. And he will get caught. He's been knocked out 3 times. His chin is not good. His striking is not good. He's working on it. He looked good at one point. I had faith in him when I first started forecasting, but it's been a straight downfall for Dusko, and I really don't think he survives too long in this fight. Mansur is training at Extreme Couture. He's been in there with MMA masters. He's at the better gyms. He's with the better training partners. It'll pay dividends in this fight with Dusko Todorovic, who can't strike with him. I think Abdul-Malik hits too hard. He's going to make you the money, and he is a huge favorite. You probably have to play him by knockout. If you are able to get a good number on that, maybe round 1 knockout. You got to pick your poison in this fight because the money line is minus 400. And with that being said, although it's a high confidence pick, you can't take this debuter in a fist fight, a firefight, as a lock. You just can't. Minus 400, it's just not wise. We have to be smart. 12 in a row. I can't risk it at this point. I am taking Mansur Abdul-Malik. KO, round 1. High confidence, but it's not a lock. It's no lock-in spot. And I'm not putting big money on it. It's a prediction show, and I love doing these prediction shows each and every week. So like the video, suplex the subscribe button. But most importantly, comment below. I want to hear from you, interact with you, and we can talk about who your most confident pick is this week. Maybe we can craft something up together, all of us, in the comments. And then on Friday, I'll come back, do the props and parlay show, and we could have a community lock of the week to go 13, 14, or 15 in a row. Up to 3 locks, but I don't think there's one on this card, alright? So we got another fight here. Low confidence. Super low confidence. Nicolas Dalby, Elizeu Zaleski, and just have a drink. Sit back, relax, and have a drink. I know you think you can see this fight clearly, but you can't. You can't. It's a 50-50 fight that's going the distance that will be relied on the judges' scoring of the fight, not your scoring. Remember that. You are not going to be able to score this fight and have it matter. The only thing that matters at the end of the day, let's be real, is the judges, how they score the fight. And I can't tell you how they will score this one. It's a nail biter. Dalby is good. Zaleski is good. They have both fought close fights with 2 opponents, Reinier and Muslim Salikov. So I looked at the tape. I looked at the numbers. It's a close fight. You flip a coin. I like Nicolas Dalby a little bit more. I think his durability, his cardio is better. And I think that he does have something to prove. He's an old fighter. But Zaleski, this guy, he is, I don't know. He took a while off. He didn't look that great, in my opinion, versus Reinier Fakardinov. But Fakardinov, maybe a little bit overhyped. Dalby lost a split decision. He gets taken down, and it's a tough fight. I'm not betting it. I mean, Dalby should be able to do enough. Is he a favorite? Yeah, he's a favorite. Minus 125. And I have 55% confidence in him. The books have 56. So, spot on. Zaleski is live, for sure. He is the better striker. He's wild, has knockout power. But Dalby, he knocked out Bonfim, showing his power, showing he's still got it at 39. So, I think he's durable enough, has enough cardio to barely win this fight. It won't be the takedowns for him. I don't think. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't really know what's going to happen in this fight. So, I want to be transparent and let you know it's not a good fight to bet on. Not at all. Just have a beer. Go smoke a blunt. You don't need Dalby or Zaleski near a parlay. Even if it's a full card parlay, put it at the fucking bottom. Right at the very, very bottom. Near the women's fight. Klaudia. Should be right beside that one. Canada. Oh yeah, Canada. Gillian Robertson is going to smash Luana Pinheiro. Probably by finish. I mean, Gillian is working on her 12-6 elbow ground strikes. She looks dominant when she has good positions on the ground. Expect her to have those positions. She can get the takedowns. She can get a submission, but she likes to work the ground and pound. The ground and pound looks deadly. Her last finish win was a knockout. She could be falling in love with making opponents bleed, cutting them open, using her elbows, and now using the 12-6. So, I mean, I could see a knockout. Everybody betting submission. The submission looks live, don't get me wrong, but inside the distance, because the number's going to be so close, would be the play. Inside round 2, it's not going to round 3. If it does, credit to Pinheiro. But I'm pretty positive Gillian Robertson is winning this fight. She should have been on the Canadian card up in Edmonton, but it is what it is. She didn't get that approval. She should smash in this fight. Let's be real. I do like the knockout for her potentially with the ground and pound. The dirty elbows. Looking at the other side, Luana Pinheiro, I don't know where she has a chance to set a pace in this fight. She can't make it close. She's going to get hurt. And I'm worried for her. I am very worried for her. The ground and pound, the deadly elbows from Robertson are just fight ending. And I think Pinheiro has to stay safe, play it smart, stay at distance, use her striking to win this fight. There's no takedowns that she is going to look for. She has to play it smart, Pinheiro, if she wants to win. And she might not get what she wants. It's a women's fight. Anything can happen. But the Canadian should be looking good. Just like last week, you seen the Canadians get back in the win column. So, don't worry about it. It's alright. It's all good. Minus 300. That's a price to pay. Holy smokes. Now we got GM3, Gerald Meerschaert versus Reinier the Ritter. This is a fun fight. I can't wait. But I'm going to be honest. This guy, Reinier the Ritter, I don't believe in him. He's been knocked out twice on the regional scene. He's been fighting guys that look good, probably are good. The guy that knocked him out, he had to fight twice. Got knocked out twice to him, obviously, but he's undefeated. He's really good. Now, De Ritter could be the real deal. Reasoning behind him being at UFC Vegas 100, but GM3 has done this promotion a lot of goods and services. He's been a businessman. Now, he has the cardio in round 2 and 3 to win this fight, and he has the grappling advantage, potentially. De Ritter has a lot of question marks. So this is a fight where, as a favorite, you have to be smart playing him. He has a lot to prove. He's unproven. He's green. He's fighting the best grappler he has ever seen to date. 100%. And GM3 could be a better wrestler. F3 is picking GM3 to win with low confidence. Submission win round 3. Because I don't believe in De Ritter, man. I just don't. I think GM3 has proven time and time again, winning his last 2 fights, he can win this one by submission in round 3 or round 2. Maybe round 1. So I think GM3 has worked on his striking. He has no chin. He had no striking at one point, but I think his striking is improving. His chin durability has improved, if that's possible. This is a low confidence pick. I'm not trying to put money on him. I ain't trying to make him a lock. I'm probably not even going to make this guy a dog of the week. To be real. It's a prediction. I don't believe in Reinier de Ritter as a favorite here. I think that's honestly wild. That's wild. Plus 250 for the fighter that we have confirmation is UFC caliber is something else. So I could get to a bet on it. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. But I've done all I could. I've seen the tape on De Ritter. I don't believe in this guy. And I don't think he's going to last long in the UFC if he can win this fight. We'll be getting rid of her in a few fights because he's going to take a couple L's, in my opinion. Hopefully it's this one because GM3 is the pick for F3 by a submission round 3. So let's see what happens here. It's a good fight. Anything can happen. Play it inside the distance if you're doing a parlay or anything. Don't trust the favorite. Don't trust the dog. If you're going to trust anything, trust the fight, not to go the distance. That's what I'd probably do here. Now, the next one, I think it will go the distance because both of these fighters are tough, durable, and have a great cardio. So, they won't gas. They shouldn't quit on themselves unless they get put into a very bad situation like Ricky Tercios in his last fight to Rosas Jr. He could tap. He could quit. But Bernardo Sopaj, although stepping in short notice and looking good to Vincius Oliveira, he hasn't fought anyone that good. Not really that good. And I'm here to call a spade a spade. I don't think he's fought anyone that blows my mind. That's like, oh wow, he fought someone undefeated and beat him. Wow, good win. No, he's beat like 5-2, 6-3, doing what he's supposed to do, but I don't think he's doing it in devastating fashion by any means. So Bernardo Sopai, his name's Sopai, just ain't it for me. I do like Ricky in this fight. Pretty Ricky. Ricky T. But, damn. Hard to have confidence in him. He has a great accuracy on the feet, though, with his striking and his volume. He's the Ultimate Fighter winner not long ago. So I do think the UFC has a level of respect for this guy. And if it is a close fight that goes 15, you might see his hand get raised. And he is plus 250 as well. So that's another price tag that is pretty wild. Honestly. The guy with more UFC experience, the guy that we know, is UFC caliber at least, for sure, is plus 350. Bernardo Sopai, he could have just looked good in his debut. He might not even be that good. He could be pretty bad. So we're going to find out a lot in this fight. Don't put heavy money on it. This is a fight card, not just a fight, to take notes on and learn for fights in the future. All these fighters will probably fight in the UFC again. Most of them. Some of them. So take notes and learn for next time here. The next fight, Denise Gomes, Karolina Kowalkiewicz, is the fight where Karolina is Polish. She has a 25-year-old from Poland on this card taking over her spot here. But she is old. She is due for retirement. She won a bunch of fights, losing her last fight. But in her last fight, it is near the end for her. I can tell. She ain't looking good. She's too slow. She has a simple game plan, and it is not entertaining to watch. Denise Gomes, better knock her out. This is a UFC Vegas 100 card that should be unreal. But these fights, not many of them are that entertaining. I'm not that pumped up for this card. Not overly stoked. I have no content made up. It's a pretty lackluster card. It's not a card where I have a lock of the week, and that's upsetting. I'm 12 in a row. I want to produce, get people paid, but I'm going to be honest. The only way to produce and get paid is saving your fucking money on this card. It's horrible. Denise Gomes better win, better knock out this girl. This fight should be nowhere near a main card, but we get it. We got it. Gomes better get it and get this girl out of here. And honestly, it's a decision win for Gomes because it's a step up in competition for her. And then we got the co-main event. Cody Garbrandt, Miles Johns. And for this big of a card, this co-main event is not bad. It ain't bad. But it's bad to make a bet on. I have no bet on the co-main event. The co-main event is a spot where the public cappers, handicappers like myself, picked underdog, and it's wrong. Everybody. It's happened multiple weeks where the public dog in the co-main event has no life, and that's all right. Cody Garbrandt is the dog. He better have no love on him because I do like him in this fight against Miles Johns. Johns has won a lot of fights by a decision. El Chapo, he has not shown me much finishing capabilities other than the power in his hands. Well, Cody Garbrandt has been knocked out a lot too, so that does worry me, but Cody can be elusive on the feet, in and out of range. Stay away from the shots of Miles Johns because Miles is too small and he's probably a little bit too slow for Cody Garbrandt, and Cody will just pick him apart at range. Cody will have the better wrestling in this fight, have better control time, and he can avoid any submissions in this fight. Miles Johns, his last loss was a submission, so I don't think Miles Johns is a great grappler. I don't think his path to victory is on the ground with his wrestling either, so I do like Cody Garbrandt with the wrestling. I like Cody Garbrandt with the elusive striking, in and out of range, fast. He's going to be much quicker. Miles Johns was a guy caught juicing on the juice. He needed a little bit of help. Cody Garbrandt is no cheater. He is that guy. And I do like Cody Garbrandt a lot in this fight. He is a dog plus 125. I'm just worried that a lot of other people are going to take him that are on YouTube predicting these fights like me, and it won't hit. But I'll have faith in the pick. Although it is low confidence, I do like Cody Garbrandt in this fight, and he better get her done. UFC Vegas 100, he has to be that guy in this fight. His chin, I know his chin. Wow, he's been knocked out before, but Miles Johns does not have that finishing capability. Miles Johns has not finished much opponents lately. In his last couple wins, decision. Cody Garbrandt has fought the much higher caliber competition as well, on top of all this. He's been a former champion. He's fought the best of the best, and I think he still is that guy. He got to prove it in this one, though. It's a good fight, co-main event, and we're getting plus money on No Love Cody Garbrandt. But tune in for the Props and Parlays show, so then you can get confirmation from me that he is a dog of the week, he is a prop of the week, and he's good to bet. Because if all these cappers are picking Cody Garbrandt, you gotta stay away. The co-main event, dog, when everybody's picking him, has not been successful, and that is just what it is. So, I got the stats on it. If Cody Garbrandt, as an underdog, is a popular pick for the YouTube cappers, gotta stay away. We gotta stay away. So everybody, other than me, some of them, most of them, better be taking Miles Johns. Let's get it. Main event. Fighting nerds. You're going to need the liquid courage for this one. For as long as it lasts. Carlos Prates, KO round one punch. Within a minute, it's over. Within a minute, it's over. Carlos Prates knocks out Neil Magny off a knockout loss 2 months ago. Knocks him out within a minute. Easy. Money. Sniper. There it is. One of the best props on the card. Prates, round 1 KO. He sleeps him. UFC Vegas 100. It's a big event. It's a big card at the Apex. And they will finish it off with Prates KO round 1. Lock it in. It's minus 400. Prates to win. No, it's not. It's minus 700. So you know he's a massive, massive favorite. You know it's a setup fight. If he loses, I mean, yeah, it's a step up in competition. Neil Magny caught Mike Malott and exposed him, but let's be real. Carlos Prates is a fighting nerd, and he is favored by the matchmakers in this fight. There's no way he is not favored by those matchmakers. They know Neil Magny just got slept to Michael Morales 2 months ago. Now they throw him in this spot to a knockout artist coming off a win to the Leech by knockout, where he picked him apart. So I think it takes one punch. That's all. Seriously, one punch within 30 seconds. And Prates has him sleeping on his ass. That's all she wrote for UFC Vegas 100. If you like the final pick, it's short, it's sweet, and it's going to hit. It is... Well, it's not. It could be a lock of the week. It will be the closest thing to a lock of the week, but I'm not the type of guy to give you a minus 700 lock of the week. At those odds, you got to be careful, and there's no reason for me to tell you a minus 700 is a lock. Like I said, the locks are not even figured out. I'm 12 in a row, undecided on the locks. That's never a good sign. I can't force anything. I'm definitely not chasing anything because we're up so big. So I'm going to play it safe and probably pass at UFC Vegas 100 at the Apex. Let me know what you're doing in the comments below. Who is your most confident pick at UFC Vegas 100? I'd love to hear from you below. Let's get it, Fight Fiends and Forecasters. It is time to make a bag at the Apex. If there is a bag to make. We're going to figure it out together. And we will be back on Friday. Y'all know what to do. Comment below. Like the video. And I'll be back for more Friday.
This is not over.